Greetings, everyone. So I wanted to come back to the parable of the friend at midnight, namely the playing ones of verse 7. Where, by the way, forgive the background noise, my air conditioner broke and this fan is noisy. Where what I want to focus on primarily is the word translated lying, where down is added. Down really doesn't have the concept necessarily because the preposition kata, down, is not even in the word. I don't know why they added it, but this word is very interesting, where one of the other occurrences is found here in Hebrews 13:4 in relationship to the wedding. The wedding be valuable in all who will come into it, and the lying unbesmirched. Where, remember what I explained in my last couple of videos, the friend who has risen has come into the wedding when the door opens at midnight. Here's Mark 13:35, where the one requesting the bread is locked out at midnight, which makes the playing ones also third watch timers. They haven't come into the wedding. Playing ones indicates they're at the beginning stages of learning and chastisements. This Greek word, the verb is chastise. So they haven't come into the wedding, but they're coming into the lying in relationship to midnight. Here again, the wedding feasts mentioned in Matthew 25:10, according to Ador, concerns the middle of the night, midnight, where those who come into the wedding are having risen. Sorry, I passed it up. So when we enter the door of the wedding and we are having risen, we officiate over those locked out at the third watch time, the time of the great affliction here. So what is the context of lying here? Well, as we'll see, it concerns the concept of a conception, which brings us to the third occurrence of the same Greek word, where it's speaking of a conception, the conception of the twins, Jacob and Esau, by Rebekah and Isaac. So conceptually, the word has to do with a conception, not yet born, not yet birthed. The birth as sons is the risen. And then the lying is still the conception, where they come into this at the time of midnight. And also the conception concept would accord with what we're reading in James 1:18, the one guided by his determination, gestated FR is from, because this preposition in the word is apo, away from the surface, which is a process of gestation, by the word of truth into the end, which the end is that we are from origin of his creatures. When we are born, when we enter the wedding, then we're manifested sons of God. The playing ones have not yet come into the birth, but the gestation, the lying. The context of giving ourselves standby to one man as pure virgin is to be ready to come into the wedding feasts here at midnight, not be locked out as the requesting one of bread and the playing ones. Okay, so to be bound to the one man is Christ, the bridegroom, and we're the bride, which Jerusalem above, heavenly on Jerusalem, Hebrews 12:22, is our mother in the concept of birth. So here in the next verse, for it is written, be well-minded, you barren one, the one not bearing, rend your raiment and shout, you who are not having birth pangs, have not yet been born. They have to still be gestated into the finishing of the right hand, blissful ones. Third watch time. There is no blissful here. This is the cutoff for the allotment of Christ. Okay, so Since the children of the desolate one, which the word desolate, desolation, is all third watch time keyword, great affliction, are many, much more than those of the one having the man, giving themselves stand by as pure virgin. Where Paul's quoting Isaiah, light call you barren one. So here they're doing this in the third watch time. They did not enter the wedding. They did not rise. They have not risen. And yell aloud, you who have not whirled. For many are the sons of the one becoming desolate, the third watch time, the abomination of the desolation when he's unveiled in his term, the term of the third watch time, which begins at midnight, ends into the beginning of the fourth watch time, not mentioned here in Luke 12:38. More than the sons of the inowned, the wife, the outcalled, according to the great mystery. Okay, so when we go to Isaiah 66, we read, who has heard anything like this? Who has seen anything like these? Okay, those who are no longer being gestated, but born sons of God. When we enter the wedding, we are new creatures. Will be whirled forth in earthland in one day, will be born a nation in one pulse time. For already she has whirled. Okay, so whirled in labor. Moreover, Zion has borne her sons. This is what's going on when we enter the wedding feasts. We're made equal to angels. Luke 20:36, we are sons of the resurrection, sons of God, equal to angels. Not like angels. This is only one word, isangelos. Where in Mark, it talks of those who rise as angels. Mark 12:25, the rise is the verb, as is the adverb, modifying. Rise as angels. This is the rise, the same rise of the friend who having risen, okay? Anistemi. The friend, Luke chapter 11, verses 7 and 8. Risen, anistemi, risen, anistemi. Where the playing ones have come into the lying, the gestation part, who were not born yet. Or if we come back to Isaiah 66:8, let me also mention that will be born a nation. Nation is the holy nation of 1 Peter 2:9. But you are an outchosen becoming line. See, another birth term. A reigning priesthood, a holy nation, a people into a surround, so that you out-announce the virtues of the one who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light when we enter the wedding here as sons of God. Angels in flames of fire. Where the one requesting bread at midnight and his friend and the playing ones have not yet come into the wedding, but they are into the lying.